Okay, hello and welcome everybody. My name's Chun and allow me to beg your indulgence for a couple of minutes. Well, 10 minutes. I've got a bit of a subject today, but first I'm going to briefly introduce the gameplay. Okay, so I've got an AK-47 with a dual sight, as you've just seen. I'm playing Domination. I've also got the Overkill perk on. I'm running the P90. And in it I get an AC-130, and I have a pretty awesome moment or two in it, and yeah, it was a pretty fun game, this one, to play, actually, and that's quite a shocking thing to be saying. I had fun on Modern Warfare 3, but I think in the end the team lost, though, so it wasn't so brilliant. My topic. It should have been done. I should have done this a long time ago, but I really haven't been doing gameplay stuff that long, and well, I think that now is a very, very good time to actually talk about this topic, because and the reason is because I've been wanting now to play PS2 games on my PlayStation 3 for quite some time, and I have a PlayStation 2. That well, it doesn't work anymore, and I want to play PS2 games like I could do on my PlayStation 3 fat version. Unfortunately, I can't, because I've got a PlayStation 3 Slim, and I bought the PlayStation 3 Slim because apparently it doesn't yellow light of death like a load of crap. Like, I've had loads of yellow light of death on my big PlayStation 3s, so I got the PlayStation 3 Slim. Because it wouldn't do that, and I forgot to check if it was backwards compatible, which was a dumb move, and so now I'm in a situation where I can't play PS2 games because of the PlayStation 3's just lack, really, of backwards compatibility. And okay, I'm starting to I've moved now. I was about to say I was about to get camping, but now I'm through the door. Get caught off guard. Yeah, so I can play my PlayStation 2 games. I can't really want to. There's a couple of games I really want to play. Star Wars Battlefront 2, because I want to do a Let's Play on that. I want to take over the galaxy, and I tried to do one on my old channel, but you just couldn't see what was going on. It didn't work out very well because of that. I also want to play Fight Night Round 2. Well, there's lots of good games that I really want to play on it, but can't because of the PlayStation 3 Slim. And I've always been wondering what is the official Sony word on taking out backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 2. I thought for a long time, and this was just my opinion, this wasn't the official answer, I thought it was because the PlayStation 2 emulation software that was on the PlayStation 3, the fat ones, the first generations, I always thought that that is what was making them sort of, I don't know how best to put this, like unreliable, I guess, because they were unreliable, and it's a known issue. The yellow light of death. It's even got its own nickname. It's as prominent, if not more prominent, than the red rings of death, than the red rings of doom. Sorry. On the Xbox, and now I'm setting up for these guys because I know I'm one away from the AC and I just want that AC badly. So turn around and boom! Oh, is that a double kill as well? It is. I thought they took out PlayStation 3 emulation, PlayStation 2 emulation to make them more reliable. However, today I've been doing a bit more research into it, into what PlayStation, into what Sony say is the official reason for not having it. And well, the answer is really, really boring, actually. The answer is because they did a survey. They say they did a survey, and the question they asked was, why would you be buying a PlayStation 3? And the answer that was most commonly referred to was for the PlayStation 3 games, which is kind of, well, duh, about that. Has a smattering of, well, duh, why else would they buy the PlayStation 3? However, and this is the big problem, because they thought, oh, that's why they're buying the PlayStation 3, there's no need to put PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility on it. At least that's what they say. They said because people buy it for PlayStation 3 games, then they won't be playing PlayStation 2 games on it. I don't understand that thinking. Just because people buy something for one thing doesn't mean they're not going to use it for something else. Like, you could be buying a computer to go onto the internet, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're only going to use it to go on the internet. Do you know what I mean? It's like iPods now. Another classic example of this. iPods. How many people buy iPods just to listen to music? I'm going to come up with a wild guess here and say no one. I'm also going to say who buys an iPhone just because it's a phone? Again, no one. So for PlayStation to suddenly then just turn around and say, well, because people are buying it for the PlayStation 3 games, they can't possibly want to do anything else on it. You know, it's a bit stupid. I don't understand it. I mean, it's like people buying the internet just so they can go on porn sites. They don't just go on porn sites, they go on porn sites most of the time. You know, but PlayStation 3 seemed to they didn't consider the fact that people might play PlayStation 2 games on it, and that's a shame. I can't help but think that it wouldn't make a massive difference to the cost, like either for them to produce or to sell. I mean, I just kind of expected it to have that facility, because if it's old software, it can't be too hard to incorporate. At least that's how I sort of see it. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. Of course, you could just say, oh well, go and buy another PS2 then and play them on that. But again, that means I think I may have missed time now and actually bomb the roof of the building. But again, it's like, well, why should I have to have like loads of consoles all over the place here just because PlayStation didn't have the foresight to put PS2 compatibility on it? Well, I want to know, like, if you buy a new console, and let's just say, well, you want that one to. I mean, I don't really want consoles all over my room, if you know what I mean. I would like to have just the one console there, and that's it. Like a one thing does all type of thing. Then I could maybe even sell my PS2 and, you know, get a few extra bucks for it, you know, because that would be a good idea. But you know, it's just a yeah. I just don't understand it really. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make here. Is I just don't get it. And I mean, I'm wondering, like, does anybody else think this way? Like, does anybody else think, for instance, that if you buy a PlayStation 3, it's not unreasonable to expect it to play, well, PlayStation 2 games? That's kind of the question I want to ask, really. If you were to, say, buy the next-gen PS4, would you expect it to be able to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Would you expect it to be able to play Modern Warfare 3, you know? Or would you expect it to be able to play Metal Gear Solid 4? Like, you know, because there's a lot of good games out on this new software and I'm wondering if the PlayStation 3 isn't compatible with PlayStation 2, then you can kind of see where this is going. If it's going to be the PlayStation 4, did I just say PlayStation 4? I did. I think I said that. But the PlayStation 4 isn't going to be compatible with PlayStation 3 games, and I think, I can't help but think that Xbox are going to go this route as well, because I just can't help but think that they will, because most people will buy the Xbox 720, just assuming it's going to be called that, for the Xbox 720 games. They're not going to be buying it for the Xbox 360 games, are they? I mean, it's just common sense. I mean, let's just say that did happen. Like, would you care? I mean, I kind of do. I've got like a lot of games on my PlayStation 2 that I'd really like to just play for like nostalgia's sake, but I can't. And it's not really something that you think you're gonna miss until it's gone. But there you go. I think the game's about to wrap up. I said what I wanted to say. and I think that the official PlayStation reason for not doing it is complete crap, and I would hope PlayStation 4 can play the 2 games as well. But there you go, Chun, and I shall see you guys on the next video.